New book reveals how anyone can use podcast marketing to run profitable promotional campaigns automatically without breaking the bank. And the best part, this all happens without being a tech guru, expert funnel builder, paid ad specialist, SEO pro, or spending years paying your dues. You can do it even if you're brand new to podcasting. This system is a shortcut to building a profitable business without grinding for years or paying for overpriced, outdated marketing tactics that don't deliver results. Before writing the greatest podcast marketing book ever written, I was already well known for helping businesses attract leads and make consistent sales with podcast marketing. I built a successful business around podcasting and helped hundreds of clients reach their best audience while maintaining their online presence using what I'd learned from years of involvement in all aspects of podcasting. However, the major problem was that I was constantly working and barely had any free time to enjoy other activities. I just didn't have any time to spare. So I decided I needed to create a process that would give me back my time so I could focus on what mattered to me, like spending time with family and friends. It was then that I chose to create a complete podcast marketing system that would allow me to grow my business while freeing up my valuable time. And thanks to the system I built, I'm now able to do more of the things I love. Now, although I didn't realize it initially, many of my own guests, who are business owners themselves, were interested in learning how I leveraged podcasting to grow my business. I started sharing exactly what I was doing, but after some time, it became so repetitive and took up a lot of my time. So I decided to take it a step further. At this point, I knew two things. 1, people were interested in my process. 2, I've always wanted to help as many frustrated business owners as possible find a better way to promote their businesses through podcast marketing. And after years of refining the podcast marketing system I use in my own business, I finally reached a stage where I could not only help my clients get in front of their best customers, but also enable them to maintain that presence on their own, thanks to the complete podcast marketing system I had created. And the great part about this system is that it's easy to set up, it's cost-effective, and it helps even complete podcast marketing newbies achieve results. The complete podcast marketing system you will find inside the greatest podcast marketing book ever written shows you how to land multiple clients by simply sharing your expertise and authority. By sharing your knowledge through strategic podcast appearances, your target audience will find you, and you will also become an authority in your niche. Your competitors will wonder how you are winning those clients. Thanks to the step-by-step roadmap I've created, you now have the opportunity to duplicate the entire podcast marketing system I built by downloading the greatest podcast marketing book ever written, a proven marketing and sales strategy for busy business owners who are looking to attract more leads and sales to their business without breaking the bank. You can rest assured that this podcast marketing model is unlike any method you've encountered before. This is something entirely different because you won't need a big team to acquire leads and customers. You won't spend all day managing ad campaigns, and you won't find yourself explaining your business repeatedly. Most importantly, you will never need to spend money on paid advertising to get leads and sales. This podcast marketing system has not only alleviated my stress from working long hours for minimal results, but has also helped hundreds of my clients transform their businesses and convert their target audience into leads and sales. Your prospects are looking for solutions and want you to explain why your solution is the right one for them. This is why podcast marketing is the power tool for you. Not only does podcast marketing educate your target audience, save time and money, and create an evergreen marketing system that educates your target audience day and night, it consistently converts listeners into leads and buyers. And just as important, it helps you earn more money with less stress. Now, to give you some perspective, here's what my life used to look like, and if you've ever run a business, I'm sure you can relate. It felt like a bullet train taking me straight to destination burnout. I was playing Russian roulette with my business. Would I end the week at a loss? Would I break even? And would I even make a profit? It was impossible to predict, and all this worry created a lot of stress. I was working week to week, trying to make ends meet because I couldn't afford rising marketing costs. I felt like an employee in my own business, constantly working just to stay afloat. The amount of money I earned was tied to the hours I worked. I was chasing clients and begging for their business. I was offering free trials and rock-bottom pricing just to get a foot in the door. I was even working with clients who annoyed me because I didn't know when another one might come along. and every new client relationship felt like it was us versus them. If you find yourself in a similar negative cycle, then you're one step closer to burnout and no closer to achieving the business or life you want. This bullet train to burnout will keep you stuck for years with little to show for it. This all stops today. Now the tables have turned, and those struggles are a thing of the past. Today, we take your expertise and authority and use podcast marketing to make it work for your business. This is completely different and has the power to change everything for you. And I know for certain that it works. This very same podcast marketing model allowed me to eliminate 99% of all the BS I hated about running my business. No more mass outreach for just 1 or 2 replies while being seen as spam by the rest. No more high-pressure sales calls that end with, "I'll think about it," and "let's circle back." No more being asked to provide endless proof of credentials and industry authority. No more sending proposals and battling over price. No more wasted time explaining the details of your solutions. No more working excessive hours while becoming less and less profitable. No more feeling trapped because clients treat your service as a commodity because you attract the right people to your business who are looking for the solutions your business offers. Now let's spend a moment reflecting on the reason you started your business in the first place. Did you start it because you loved helping businesses grow? If so, then let's be honest. The last couple of years have left a bitter taste. And if you're like me, I know you wouldn't quit. It's not in your nature. You'd end up working yourself into an early grave, trying harder, working longer, doing more. Thank God for a chance encounter with this page. It opened my eyes to a new way of doing things that can now help you. Something that, if it worked, would change everything for you. And as you're about to discover, what I tried worked. It really worked. I've spent more than 18 months turning what I did into a system that became a book, but not just another run-of-the-mill book. This is the greatest podcast marketing book ever written, and it was written for you. This is a complete system that allows you to leverage the power of podcast marketing to generate massive results for your business. And the best part? You can get started today with 0 experience and be well on your way to results within weeks, not months or years. This is your chance to build the business and life you've always wanted without the traditional marketing headaches and burnout. So the next question is, are you ready to discover how? If you are, that's fantastic news. Let me show you exactly how it works. Click the buy button to get your hands on the greatest podcast marketing book ever written, and let's get started.